Our aim here today is to provide a basis and framework that will standardize design principles and guidelines for all our government websites. And through this, public service delivery will not only be user-friendly, it'll be transparent, and most of all, efficient across all our websites. We have 2 insightful days ahead of us. We'll be brainstorming. We'll be doing a bit of stakeholder mapping while we draw from each other's strengths and experiences to build a truly consistent and unified Nigerian identity through our websites that promotes cohesion for the entire nation.
Our hope is that with this workshop, we will design the standard that every agency within government will have to adhere to. That standard, as you've seen in the room, will include things like the look and feel, the font, the spacing, but also things like even how the layout is done, such that when you get it, you know you're on a government website. The forms that you're filling across government platforms should almost look similar. Regardless of whether you're filling a form for passport or driver's license, it needs to be similar. And we also will be talking about reusing some of these assets, the things that we've built. How do we ensure that it can be reused across the entire government? That's what this is about.
I remember parents coming back to the country. It was a nightmare to get information pertaining to Nigeria. Like, I can't just be sitting somewhere like I need an information in my country and I can get it without having to call a third party to verify if this information I got is truth. Outdated information, consistency, inclusivity, clean data, consistently renewing the data, because a lot of our websites also carry outdated information. Things are not updated.
I really commend, the Honorable Minister is visionary, it's courageous, but it's necessary. 230 million Nigerians, half of us have access to the internet, or almost half of us. Soon, maybe it could be 75%. That way, we can go from this story of low trust, I don't get what I want, to a story of high trust, and what I get, I like.
We'll come up with assessment mechanism where we'll check, assess, and rank MDAs that will encourage them and will provide incentives for them to adopt this.
For us, success in 5 years would really mean that somebody in Zamfara is able to start and complete a government service online without having to think about if or not to travel to Abuja. It will mean that somebody in Imo State is able to apply, for birth certificates for their child, or apply for death certificates for a loved one who has just been lost. It will mean that Nigerians all over the world are able to interact with their government effectively and get their services rendered to them no matter where they are.
Ruben, a media personnel, is unable to access factual information on government website due to little, no, or unreliable information. The emotion here we see is disappointment, stuck, and frustrated. Then now the interaction with the principal applied. This means that seamless and efficient monitoring and evaluation of all parties involved in acquiring and disseminating information. Ruben now is able to access factual information on government websites because they are reliable and they are sufficient. The emotions Ruben is feeling right now are delightful and confident.
Knowing that this was now a priority for the ministry was super exciting, and I was glad to be part of it. The market woman who wants to come and see her son in London, all of a sudden can just go online and apply for a visa, and she doesn't have to, know a guy, was just something that I felt will be super wholesome to see.
At this workshop, over the last 2 days, we had a mix of designers, developers, government workers. We've had people working in private sector. We also had people that build for government currently. We also had civil society organizations come together, sit on a table, and actually think about what it means to humanize the experience for every single citizen of Nigeria, and even non-citizens, on platforms and portals built by the government. And we saw a lot of perspectives coming from different people about their experiences, their expectation, the needs. For example, the need for us to pay more attention to people living with disabilities or people with special needs, or specific kinds of category of people who may encounter challenges or have encountered challenges in the past accessing the platform. So seeing that blending of ideas and perspectives has been very, very good. It's sure to help create standards and a design system that would take us many steps forward in Nigeria.
We would like to thank the participants for attending, and most importantly, our partner and sponsor, the Aig-Imoukhuede Foundation, for making this possible.